This is our 2016 F-350. We're gonna do a cold start. It's got one key. We're gonna do a startup and walk around, and a test drive also. It's got a welding bed. This width is 23 inches right there. Let you hear the outside as it starts up. So starts right up, sounds great. So we'll back it out here and do the whole walk around. So this truck has I think 176,000 miles, if I remember correctly. Let's see. I can't remember how to look, hang on. Okay, so we're gonna see the exact miles here. I always forget where these little things are. Up there it is, okay. Okay, so it appears that these steering wheel controls do not work. I'm pressing them, but they're not doing anything on the window there. Okay, so it's 171,172 miles. And it does have an engine light on. I'm gonna scan the codes. It's related to the delete, because this truck has been deleted and tuned. On the 2015 and up trucks, they have like the mass airflow or IAT sensors that the code never really goes off because of the tune and the lack of emissions equipment. It drives great, no problems, but that code will probably just never go away. AC is nice and cold. All right, let's do a walk around. So this is a 2016 aftermarket grille and bumper. It has some faded paint. It appears like this fender used to be white and they painted it black. It's got some aftermarket like mud tires. They're Nitto trail grapplers. Overall, you know, the body's full of like scratches and scuffs, stuff like that. You know, kind of like down here. This truck came from New Mexico, so it's not like rusty or anything. It's just, you know, they worked with it, just like whoever buys this will probably be working with it also. You got your fuel cap. DEF is deleted, so not necessary. You got your toolbox on both sides. The bed is in overall really good shape. It's been coated with bed liner. High quality bed liner too. It actually feels pretty good. It's not chipping or anything like that. These lids are nice and heavy. All the tires appear to be Nittos. These seem to be the stock hub, like stock wheels that are painted black. Okay, so yeah, you can see back here the black paint over the white. So maybe this whole cab used to be white and they painted it black. Unfortunately, the truck is really dirty today because of all the construction and the rain. It's just impossible to keep these clean. where the catalytic converter would be typically. But now there's a straight pipe in place of the DPF filter and the cat. The undercarriage is pretty dry. Don't really see any evidence of leaks or active leaks. The windshield is cracked. We've just been having a hard time getting a windshield guy out to us. They typically don't have them in stock, or they are like multiple weeks out before they can get to us. On the interior, it's got the vinyl floors, the rubber floors all the way around, cloth seats. And being that it's a 2015, it does have an exhaust brake. So for hauling and towing, that's a really good feature to have. They started doing that in 2015, I believe. The engine idles and runs very smooth. There's some aftermarket wiring, most likely for LEDs, which, yeah, there's lights in the bumper. That's what that would be for. See, there's no blow-by, no movement from the oil cap at all. No excessive coolant pressure. There's a audio control right there for an aftermarket sound system that's no longer present. I'm gonna go grab the OBD reader and we'll actually see what the codes are. So this is an ambient air temperature sensor, which that's what tells you how the temperature is outside pretty much. And that's the only code, so that's actually not really a code that matters at all in terms of drivability. That's the code that tells you on your dash what temperature it is outside. You can also just stick your arm outside if you wanted to. Let's see, those LEDs, they should be hooked up on one of these switches. Let's go see if they are. Yes, okay. So they're wired in. The one on that side works. The one on this side does not work. The middle one works right there. Alright, so we'll take it for a drive. It's got auxiliary port right there. No manual is present. radio and see. The radio works. It's got sound. Not great sound, but it works. Alright, now we're gonna take it out, get it through the gears. I'm gonna guess that it has tire noise because of the type of tires that it has. So we'll try to capture that. We always have a lot of noise from 35s and mud tires and stuff like that. The truck itself is not very loud. It's not like piped or magnified or anything. It's just a standard deleted truck sound. And this will have a 6-speed transmission. As far as the windshield, like the place we use, they typically charge $280 to $300 at most. It's just a matter of getting them out here because we're so far out of the way. We're like an hour outside of Houston, so it's hard to get a lot of services for mobile people from Houston. I'm gonna put it in manual mode so we can like watch it count through the gears. It'll actually tell us what gear it's in. There we go. Oh, I guess not. Okay. We'll just have to count the shifts because it was in manual mode where you have to select the gears. I'm not noticing any shock or strut noise or suspension noise going over bumps. Even the bed is pretty quiet compared to some of the welding beds that I've heard. So overall, it drives very smooth, smoother than I was expecting. I have not personally driven this truck yet, but with the tires and the bed, it's got a nice ride to it. So we're going about 60, and you know, so far the steering wheel is driving pretty straight. It's got a little bit of a pull to the left. If we let it go, it's gonna go slightly left. Well, maybe it's the road. It's okay. There it is. Now it's going a little bit to the left, which could very well be the tires. This truck will ride a lot better with stock type of tires, but if you're taking it off road, these are the ones you want. I'm gonna do a hard braking right here. That way, you'll see how the steering wheel rides under braking. It's smooth. No vibrating, no rotor warpage, and I was pushing them pretty hard there, so we got good brakes on it. All the temperatures are holding steady. I don't see anything concerning on the temperatures. This should be a truck that makes someone a lot of money, especially for the welding setup it has. I imagine somebody probably spent $10,000 or so on the bed alone. When I turn left here, I'm going to get into it pretty hard on the acceleration so we can watch the turbo spool up and stuff like that. And you can watch the shifts on the odometer. That should be 6th gear. Let's see. Yep, so it's in 6th gear. Every gear shifts very smoothly all the way through. No lag or hesitation or anything like that. I feel a slight bumpiness in one of the front tires. Very, very faint. Might be slightly out of balance, but not enough to be concerning. And that's it. That's the 2016 F-350.